Denise. I am a freedom advocate in California. I have not had a video for a while, and I want to come on real quick and talk to you guys about what happened in New Jersey, kind of break down what I did along with my team in California and what's next. So if you did not, if you're new to my channel, I represent Freedom Angels. We are a group of mothers who were formed after August 31st, August 30th. August 30th, my team and I, thank you. My team and I stood on chairs during the hearing for SB 276, which ignited civil disobedience that we led in California. We led it because they were, SB 276 was the removal of all exemptions, including medical. It was also infringement on our right to privacy and our right to security because it took away California practicing medicine. We also there was an expose on how doctors react to children who did suffer a vaccine reaction, such as encephalitis, anaphylaxis, or coma. And all 800 doctors stated that they're not going to accept that child. So we have a real problem in California. On September 9th, we shut down the Capitol. We had over 1,000 people in the hallways. We were not outside. We were in the hallways. We jammed the Senate and the Assembly hearing. We really changed what's happening in the medical freedom movement. We are now a civil rights movement, and Freedom Angels proudly is a part of how that needle was changed. So New Jersey was up. New Jersey had a bill to remove religious exemptions by Senator Sweeney. He failed. The people of New Jersey, 10,000 people showed up yesterday, and the bill was killed. So he has made it very public and very apparent that, and this is a statement, that he is now at war with us. If it's war you want, it's war you shall have. That's treason, that's tyranny. When you have elected representatives and the citizens, that he is at war instead of protecting us, there's a real big problem that we're seeing. But I suppose that if, somebody took money from the pharmaceutical companies and couldn't deliver, that would make me sweat too. So New Jersey was extremely successful. They stood their ground, they held the line, they were outside in the cold for hours, and mainstream media is nowhere to be found. If you weren't aware, the World Health Organization was caught on, it was a camera. I don't know who was in that. Safety and efficacy of vaccines, they don't have the data for that. There's not a good system to track vaccine injury or reactions. The science isn't there, and the science is not settled. This is coming from the mouths of very, very well-known doctors and scientists who work with the World Health Organization. So until vaccines are safe and effective, there needs to actually be a system in place, and these vaccines need to be tested against a true placebo, which they're not. You can go over to the Highwire with Del Bigtree, and you can see the video itself from the doctors themselves saying that there is no safety data to support their bumper sticker slogan. So New Jersey won, but now we're seeing that Connecticut, Florida, Colorado, they're all on the chopping block, and we've had victory. So we're going to continue to have victory. The pharma cartel has their grips in these representatives. They are not representing the people. They are representing the pharmaceutical companies that are donating millions to their campaign. They are donating. This should actually be illegal to be donating money to representatives in order to pass vaccine bills. And we all know that the pharmaceutical companies invest upwards of $2 million to lobby our elected representatives, which is another huge problem that we have in the United States, special interest groups do have no room in the American laws. So what I'm doing, I have a program called California, and it is a seminar that I put on up and down the state, free of charge, to come out and to understand the laws and to understand the science, and now to understand homeschool. So on February, why do I keep saying February? On Friday the 2nd, I don't know what date that is. Friday the 2nd, this Friday the 2nd, I am in Stockton, California. I will be having a seminar at a local at a play area, so you can bring your children to understand what SB 276 means if you have a medical exemption, as well as how to lobby your representatives, how to go to the California Capitol and talk to these reps, and a question and answer for what's next in California. We currently have some unreleased information, but there's some very good things happening and there's some very bad things happening. So we're going to have to counter and work extremely hard together in order to do this successfully. So if you would like to get involved with my seminars, you can email me at theinformedmama@protonmail.com and subject line it playdate. Again, that's this Friday the 2nd. I will also be having them on the weekends because I understand that you have to work and you have children in school. That has yet to be determined. If you have a location in my area, Stockton, Modesto, Sacramento Bay Area, that you're willing to let me use so I can put these on, I cannot pay out of pocket. So if you have an HOA that allows you a community, a community center, I will be happy to come to your area free of charge to talk to you guys about what these laws are. We all CPS and your rights in general when you go to the Capitol. A lot of states are going to start showing up, and you should know how to get in and out of your building, and you should know how to start getting involved politically. For a very long time, including myself, we have been looking down. We have not been involved with politics. The only time we have been involved with politics is when we're at the voting booth. By that time, it's incredibly late to know who's running, and people don't vote based on what the issues are. They vote based on party lines. But we're seeing that these party lines mean nothing anymore. We have Republicans who are trying to trample the Constitution. We have Democrats who are introducing these ridiculous bills to trample on parental rights. Tomorrow on Wednesday, there is a rally at the Sacramento State Capitol regarding the sex ed curriculum that has been introduced in California, which is disgusting. It is not inclusive to the LGBT community. It's a grooming curriculum. This curriculum, it teaches them about consent, which if you teach them young about consent, you can lower the age of consent. California has went into full-on tyranny. We have great representatives, Republican representatives, who hold the line, but there's not enough. The Democrats here vote on party lines. It's happening time and time again. They refuse to listen to their constituents, just like Lorena Gonzalez passing AB 5 and then saying on a public forum that freelance work is not a real job. I mean, we're so far past the vaccine debate. It is now a freedom issue, and the nanny state has went berserk. So to get involved, again, you can email me at theinformedmama@protonmail.com if you want to be involved in Stockton for the play date on Friday. If you have a location anywhere in California, you can email me and we will figure out how to get to you to do these classes. It's really important we start working together as a community and start organizing and mobilizing, because what we saw in New Jersey, there were 10,000 people in New Jersey who said no more. And that was a tremendous move for the entire nation. We have never seen anything like it before. We have never had victory, because this has always been a vaccine debate. People have always said, This is for public health. But the amendment in the New Jersey bill was that children who went to private religious schools would have the option to opt out of vaccines. So it's now a battle between the rich and the poor. It's now who deserves to have a medical exemption or a religious exemption and who doesn't. Because in California, we have no exemptions. Functionally, no exemptions. It doesn't matter if you have a medical exemption. It's going to be taken away. And this is something that I will explain at these seminars. So again, if you have a location, we're more than willing to go out there. None of the seminars I do not charge for them. So we just need a roof and we need a place to teach what's going on and what we've learned, because we've had since 2007 and 2015, we've had time to learn and to understand the system. So that's it. I will be talking in the seminar, I'll be talking about the science as well. So if you guys didn't know, we have the vaccine guidance of vaccines and inserts, and I will explain to you how to read them. Obviously I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, but I have enough experience to lead you in the right direction. So if you would like to get involved, TheInformedMama@protonmail.com.